and the San Francisco 49ers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Kelly off the play fake. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back at his home state, Royce Freeman getting the carry. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Kelly now. Off play action. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And it's complete. Henry, his first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Here's Kelly to throw on 2nd down. And he rifles one incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now to try the Jets field goal, Cairo Santos. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. To throw on second is Watson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Watson now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over first and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball. They've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Off play action. Kelly. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Eric Armstead in there to get him for a loss of 5. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Kelly off the play fake. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Here's Kelly. Kelly stripped. The ball is free. And this is going to be 49er football.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet there are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
We praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Come back, come back.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Gun!
To throw is Kelly. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Kelly, operating from the gun. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On 2nd down, Kelly. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Here's Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Now a first down throw. Kelly. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Jerick McKinnon now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On first down, it's Kelly. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
From the gun, Kelly. And that is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Kelly. This will be caught inside the 10. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this.
Leopard!
Kelly now. From the gun, he'll throw. Steps away to his left. Kelly stripped. The ball is free. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Lucky 56. Over.
Here's Kelly, operating from the gun. Dancing to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. To throw, Kelly. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
To return, it's McKinnon. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
No, check. Patriot. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Kelly. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Gun!
They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Over!
Play action, it's Kelly. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point. So they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A play fake. Now Kelly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Over.
To throw is Kelly. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Kelly. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. To return, it's McKinnon. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think that they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll go down at the 28. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. The Niners on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Kelly, off play action. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Kelly. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw on 2nd down, Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson. Rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. Now the return will stop right around the 25. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Kelly. He'll check it down to Geis. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And on the ground they go with the running back. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Watson looking to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Richmond!
Now Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur, so they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Kelly dumps it off for Geis. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Lucky 56.
Now Kelly operating from the gun, eluding the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
3 down. Hey, check. Come back.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Kelly now off the play fake. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. The Jets on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun, Kelly. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Kelly. From the gun, he'll throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw is Watson. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. New York set to take the field. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And the 49ers going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Kelly operating from the gun. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Come back, come back.
Watson now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, and the Niners get there and bring him down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 49. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. He's going to let it fly.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip
under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Thompson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Jets, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.